Hey everybody, Eagle Run 23 here. This video is about the 6.5 Creedmoor and some changes that needed to be made. Now, part of this are as a result of some other things that we've been doing with some other guns, and part of this is because I am looking at a unique opportunity to take this gun out to distances that I've never been before. So far, this gun has been to 850 yards, I believe, and we're gonna hit 1,000, and then there's also maybe an opportunity to get to a mile. Very excited about that. But as I mentioned earlier, I'm just not in love with this PST Viper from Vortex now that I've had some more experience with the Tract. So in this video here, we're gonna get some stuff together here and make a couple of changes. Here's the 1 to 10 from Tract that we took back off of the 8.6. We had to put the thermal back on because we went coyote hunting last night. More about that later. So the reason for the change is just the eye box, really. I don't have any issues with the clarity of this thing. There's nothing wrong with that, and I'll probably put it on another gun, or it might be for sale, unclear. I don't have anything for it to go on right away, but that could always change pretty quickly. This has been on there since the very beginning. When this gun was done, I wanted a big boy optic to put on here, and I was so impressed with this. But now that I've had some more experience with the Tract, I really am just way more comfortable behind it. But this gun is dialed and ready to go to work. I hate to take apart a gun that's now gonna have to be resorted out. But I think it's time to make the change and to get excited about this gun again. So I'll tell you more about that upper and some of the components here in just a second. For right now, we need to talk about some of the lower components and maybe kind of remind you a little bit about some of the stuff that happened with this gun. We had cycling issues with this gun from the very beginning. I ended up fooling around quite a bit with buffer springs and with the weights of the springs, and what I ended up settling on is actually kind of wild. You see this full rifle length flat wire with the super heavy, this is the Odin Works adjustable. I believe it's 5.5 or 5.7. So a heavy buffer with a giant spring ended up, with my combination of the adjustable gas block, getting this gun to run, and that's what we've been running it as for the last little bit. I reached out to our friends at AT3 Tactical. Love those guys. In fact, just recently in a video, I mentioned how their shipping is so fast. Now, I reached out to them late last week on probably a Thursday and said, hey, working on a project, you guys want to be involved? They said, yes, what do you need? So I said, I'm working on buffer stuff. And I had them send me all sorts of stuff. We got a little carbine buffer for 308. We got the Arma spec for 308. They even sent me this Trinity Force one, which I haven't opened yet, but we've got a project for that. They sent me a couple charging handles. What I would like to do, since I'm redialing this gun with a new optic, I would like to readdress the buffer situation. This gun was very hard to charge because this spring is it's a rifle link spring. We were just desperate and it worked. So I would like to readdress this since we've got an opportunity and go through here and put maybe this captured system from Arma spec. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in. First, let me run you through this lower while it's here, and then I'll go back later and tell you about the upper. Live Free Armory, it's a matched billeted set of upper and lower. Good looking lower, came Cerakoted. I've got a National Match 2-stage trigger in here. This was before I was doing drop-in triggers, and I really like this trigger, so we'll probably run it in there. I would like to upgrade the safety selector. This one is not as smooth as some of the other ones, but it's okay. I've got it loosened up pretty good. 3D printed grip with the thumb rest on the other side. I really enjoy that. I don't know how long this is gonna last, but when it breaks, I'll just throw a different one on. And then a probably not appropriate stock for an accuracy gun, but I think it's what I had at the time, and it's comfortable, and so we've just been running it. May address the stock at some point later. All right, I like the look of that. Seems to fit appropriately. It is a little bit lighter than this one, and the spring is way different. So we'll have to see how it works. If we need to come back and hit up our adjustable weight, take some weight out of it, and maybe try, a different spring, we'll certainly do that. But I would love for this Arma spec to just be perfect for us. All right, let's run down the upper here real quick. We've got a linear compensator, could definitely stand to upgrade that. We have a Ballistic Advantage 20-inch, I think it's 20-inch, 20-inch 6.5 Creedmoor. I do like the barrel, and I bought it as a matched set with the Ballistic Advantage bolt carrier group. And then we talked about the Live Free Armory upper. We have the Live Free Armory handguard. I like the design of this. It is a little bit heavy, which is part of the concern. I was planning on this maybe potentially being a hunting gun, but it's pretty much gonna only be a long range gun. It's so heavy, you could not hike this anywhere. It's just so stinking heavy. Oh, it is a little bit sad to see this come off. I guess I got something better to go on it. Let me show it to you. Yep, we're gonna do a Tract. You knew it. We already did the unboxing video for this. This is their brand new Toric. It's the 34 millimeter, 4-25, big, long range, tons of adjustability. This is gonna be awesome on there. Oh, there it is. I think I'm not gonna run the extended sun scope on there like we were on the Viper. And this gun is now officially all titanium. All right, so let's take a look at this mount and try to get this scope on there. Unfortunately, YouTube won't let me show you that, but we'll be right back. All right, got this guy mounted up. Really a beautiful mount as well. They really like worn. I've used them with all my Tract optics. I think they're pretty great. Now, I did set this scope back quite a bit in the mount. Typically, you're gonna wanna put those pretty much even on the tube, but I did push it back a little bit just so that I don't have much, I have a little more clearance back here with my charging handle. I'm not running an extended charging handle on here, although I guess we could remedy that. We might look into that. All right, so I am gonna go ahead and throw the zero stop in. We'll fine tune that at the range once we get it dialed. So let's put this back on the gun and see what it looks like. Oh man, that is so exciting. That is looking like a proper gun to reach out and touch something. Okay, man, I'm jazzed to go shoot this. We might just go try to zero this at the range this week. Standard 6.5 Creedmoor should 100% run just fine with this. I might need to tune on the gas block a little bit. I don't know where I have that set, but it was running when I put it away a couple of months ago. We haven't shot it in a while, but I'm jazzed to go shoot this. This was my first AR-10 that really took us down a path where we were trying to figure some stuff out, and I realized what a mess it is messing with 308s, but we've kind of got it dialed in here. Now we've also got some extra parts to help us keep that going. Big shout out to AT3 Tactical. Go check them out. I don't have a promo code for you right now, but keep checking on the website. There might be some stuff coming up. Same for Tract. Thank you so much, Tract, for sending out the mount and the Optic. We're going to use it and love it and try to go way far with this. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.